guys, welcome back to another by Candace Jones production. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. My hair was already done, so I know y'all gonna kill me if you want a tutorial on this hair, even though it's very simple. Let me know in the comment box. All I did was chit chat about a couple things, including this quarantine, obviously just checking in on you guys. Also, whether or not you're ready for your soulmate, and how I've been feeling about my whole YouTube revamp and reboot or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Before we even get started, just give me a like on this video because that really helps my channel. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I post every Wednesday and Sunday, so make sure you turn on your post notifications so you do not miss a post. Face is fresh and the breakouts are very fresh as well. My skin has not been at its best. I kind of like was overdoing it with like exfoliating and just doing too much, applying too many products, too many active ingredients, retinol plus AHA plus BHA plus all these other things, and my skin kind of reacted in a bad way. So just letting y'all know that off the cuff. And my makeup routine has gotten pretty good to where I can cover up my redness, and redness is just like my enemy, but I finally found a foundation routine that really worked. But we're not going to be talking about that today. If you guys want a detailed foundation routine, make sure you let me know that in the comments below. But let's get started with this chit chat. First, let me prime my face. By the way, I'm not going to be telling you guys exactly what I'm using because I really will never get this video done. It's already hard for me to like multitask, like talking and putting on makeup, so I don't want this video to be forever, and I want y'all to be able to see the final result. So I'm gonna leave the products in the description just so you can click them if you're interested in what I'm using. Yeah, I basically just wanted to give you guys like a life update. I feel like I haven't really sat down in front of the camera and chit-chatted with y'all just because I've been really focused on trying to get structure in my life, and I'm finally to a place where I feel like I have gotten a schedule down. I have been sticking to my schedule. I'm so proud of myself, and I have enough things on my schedule to where I can allow for, you know, just spur of the moment chit chat, just not planned, and I feel comfortable doing that now. Before, I wanted to focus on just getting my planned content out, like the things that take a little bit more energy, a little bit more from me. I wanted to kind of get those out of the way. So I have a couple of those videos in my arsenal ready to go for you guys, so I'm excited. And I don't know, just this quarantine, how are y'all feeling? How are you guys feeling during this quarantine? And I don't think it's much of a quarantine anymore because people seem to have, I guess, been a little bit more lax about, you know, their quarantine and where they're going and who they're hanging out with, etc., etc. Some people are socializing a little bit more and getting back to regular, even though, you know, it's, you know, not advisable. I personally, only people that I've really been around is my family, and I live by myself, so I have been visiting my family just because I literally will not be able to function if I don't get to see my family and they live down the street. If I can't see my niece, like, I just don't know, I don't know what life would be. So I've just been seeing my family and my boyfriend, obviously, and I talked to you guys about my relationship in one of the vlogs, so if that's news to you, make sure you go check out my vlog. But yeah, other than that, I've been feeling decent. I've been with my thoughts a lot, but that's not anything that's new for me. I'm always in my thoughts, always super introverted, always like being kind of in my own little world, in my own little shell. So that for me isn't new. What is new for me is not having the break from it. So on a normal day, like, I function as an introvert, but you know, on a weekend I want to turn up and I want to see my friends and I want to drink and I want to be social, and I have that kind of break from my brain, and now I don't have that break from my brain. And it's not anything that is like really bad, but it is new and it is different. I am finding myself a little bored, but I've just been trying to fill it up with things that are productive, trying to finish my workbook. I have a self-love workbook that I'm working on it's mostly targeted towards women, but obviously anybody can pick it up if they so choose. But yeah, just trying to fill up my time with productive things, because what else can you do, honestly? And I can say that social media has been kind of overwhelming, just because when you're bored, what do? Get on your phone, get on social media, and you're just consuming so much just stuff. And then from there, as a content creator, the comparison can start, and the feeling like you're not doing enough can start, and all that kind of stuff. So I've just been trying to avoid that and just focus on more productive ways of thinking and doing. So that is that. One thing that has been good coming out of this pandemic is I think everybody is really tapping into their creativity and really just breaking out of their shell, so to speak, or at least it seems that way, maybe because we're all very present on social media now. But especially black people, like, we are just everything, and we're so creative, and seeing everybody kind of like tap into that in a vocal way is beautiful. Oh wait, let me my spray. But yeah, I've seen so many like businesses sprouting up, good businesses, like well thought out, well put together businesses being pushed to the forefront and really claimed. I feel like maybe prior to this, people didn't have the energy, maybe they were too caught up in other things to really like claim their business and really put forth complete energy into it. But I've been seeing so many good businesses, and I've just been seeing so much great content. Even though it can be overwhelming, there is some great content out there, and it's inspiring. So that is that on my updates. I don't really have many updates. I did my apartment tour, so you guys see how I'm living, and I hope you guys checked it out. If you haven't already, the link will be in my description box. But yeah, what I really wanted to talk about in this video, because as I mentioned, I am in a relationship, and it's my first real relationship, because you have situationships and you have just little dealings that don't really count. And this is my first real relationship since I graduated college, and I graduated college I had one after that. I don't really count him. But yeah, 2015, I would say it's been a long time is what I'm getting at. And I have an amazing partner, and it's just crazy how fast things change and how your mindset and your mentality can change when you find somebody who is supposed to be in your life and who you can feel is supposed to be in your life. And it kind of like got me thinking about, which me and him talk about it often, is how many things that I've had to unlearn since I've met him, and how much work it's been for me to actually be a good partner. I think as women, sometimes we kind of skate by a little bit because we're used to dealing with men who are not equally yoked. So we're not on the same level, and I feel like we're used to maybe dealing with, you know, like subpar men in comparison to us. So we never really get any of the heat. We never really get any of the criticisms. We never really get held accountable for our actions in the way that we can be, because it's always on them. It's always them that's doing wrong. It's always them who are apologizing and trying to be better for us, because we're here and they're there, as far as mentality, not as far as value of a person, but just as far as what we want and our goals and just how mature we are, etc., etc. So it's like, you say, because I'm just going to speak for me personally, before this, I knew that I was picking men that weren't my caliber of men, who didn't want what I wanted in the long run. And that was because I didn't want to face any of the things that I was doing wrong, any of the things that I needed to adjust and that I needed to change in order for me to be a good partner myself. I saw this tweet that said that, or was it just an Instagram post? I'm not sure exactly what it was. But basically it was saying how guys just come back into your life just for their ego. So they'll just kind of prove to themselves, like, I can get her back. Like, if she says she's not coming back to me, I'll just creep around 2 weeks later and I'll be able to get her back. And that feeds their ego. But also, women feed their ego in the same way, like, oh, he's always gonna come back to me, like, that's mine, like, I got that on lock, like, can't nobody take my man, whatever, whatever, whatever. But it's like, what? Like, that makes you feel good that there's somebody who is disrespecting you and not treating you the way that you want to be treated, but you're always going to have them. Like, that just doesn't sound right to me. And I've done the same thing, and it's just like it's an ego thing. So men feel like I'm not even good enough for her and I bagged her, and then women feel like, well, he can't get no better than me, so he's always going to be there. But whew, let me tell you about when you find somebody who is equally yoked and who wants the same things and who is just as ambitious as you, who will hold you accountable just like you'll hold them accountable. It's different. It's very different. Very different. And it's beautiful, but in the same time it's difficult. Especially, I think it's more difficult as a woman because I feel like we aren't used to having our shit checked. So when, obviously in a respectful way, not in any way that's like disrespectful, but just in a way where you see yourself so clearly when you're with somebody who is good for you. You're with somebody who is your soulmate. You see yourself so clearly because you want to do right by them, and you're seeing your patterns and you're seeing your toxic behaviors, and it's like, damn, like, this is crazy. I thought I was perfect. I'm not perfect. What? This is news to me. And I think that's what I've been kind of dealing with, kind of like shedding old habits and trying to just make myself a better person for my partner. And he's obviously doing the same. We both hold each other accountable, and I think a lot of people aren't ready for that. I think you say you're ready for God to give me my soulmate, give me my soulmate, where's my Boaz? But girl, maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you need a little bit more ego boost from Lil John down the street before you can truly appreciate somebody who's going to treat you right, if that makes any sense. So I've been kind of thinking about that, and really it's not just for my relationship, it's for me as a person. So me just being able to see within myself the things that I need to change in order to be a better person and to be the person that I see myself being in the future. It's like shedding skin, and it can be painful, and it can sometimes feel like you want to quit, like you're not good enough. And you know, that's not the case. Everybody is unlearning. Everybody is unlearning something. And if you're not, you should be unlearning something, because I'm sure there's something that you've learned and that you've been functioning in that's not doing it for you, that's not helping you, that's not elevating you. So that's that rant. I wanted to talk about that because it's really been heavy on my mind, and I have a couple friends and a couple people that I know that I think they want a relationship that they're not ready for. But yeah, I've just been learning that when you pray for something, you're not just praying for the good in the situation. You can pray for your husband, you can pray for your soulmate, but that doesn't mean that when you get that person it's going to be all, you know, flowers and rainbows, because that's just not realistic. It's not realistic. And I'm just learning to appreciate that I have somebody in my life who I truly feel like is for me, and I truly feel like cares for me and understands me, and whatever comes along with that, I don't even have any questions about whether I want to deal with it or not. It's just hard going through the process sometimes. Also, I watched African Beauty. I watched her Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, where she was talking about her friends and kind of realizing that she may be a little bit dependent on her friends. And I kind of want to say, girl, I feel you. I saw myself in that, because I don't have many friends. I literally have my little sister, who I consider one of my best friends. I have my best friend we met in middle school, and I have another close friend from childhood, and then I have other really good friends. But as far as people that I really talk to and vent to, etc., it's not that many. So I realized that I may kind of put too much on them as a friend and to be too dependent on them for when I'm feeling away or whatever. And I think this quarantine has really just highlighted the fact that I don't need to be hitting people up to go out when I'm feeling bad. Maybe that's one way, but I also need to consider, okay, maybe you need to stay home, and maybe you need to relax. Maybe you need to journal how you feel. Maybe you need to read a book. Maybe you need to try and cope on your own and not use other people to distract you from what's going on. So I completely felt that, because even though I am somebody who I enjoy my alone time a lot. Ever since I was a kid, my parents would tell you, like, everybody would be downstairs just having a grand old time, and I just get exhausted and I just have to go upstairs and just like get my own space, because I get exhausted from social interactions, like a lot of it. But moving into your own apartment is just a whole different sort of aloneness, and I think I kind of was like, okay, I want people to come over, like nobody's coming to see me. I felt like I was alone a lot of the time, and my boyfriend, he has a job, so he works during most days. So I was like, dang, like this is a lot. And then once Rona hit, it was like, wow, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to fill my time and to feel not lonely, and to just be able to be alone. You came into this world by yourself, and it sounds so sad to me thinking about the fact that I came into this world by myself. It doesn't matter how many friends I have. It doesn't matter if I have the greatest soulmate, the greatest lover on earth. It's still me in this body. It's still me in my mind. It's still just me, and I can't trade anything else for me. I have to be able to find ways to cope myself. I need to find things to do myself that makes me feel better. And I think that is really one thing that has come out of this that I've really learned. And I miss my friends at the end of the day, but I have to be more conscious of not putting my loneliness on them. Just because I'm in an apartment by myself, that doesn't mean that they need to be here every other day drinking wine with me just so I can feel better. It's not that. I have to learn how to cope on my own. I also want to thank y'all for just continuing to ride with me and ride with my channel and support my channel. And you know I haven't been the most consistent YouTuber out there, but thank you guys for understanding that I just need a little bit more time than some content creators do. I can't turn over things super quick, because that's just not how my body works. That's just not how my mind works. I think in order for me to feel confident in content, I need to make sure that I've been doing it. Like, I can't just drop a routine that I made up yesterday. That just doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't do it for me. So I need time to settle in to what I feel, what I think, before I present it to people, because there are a lot of people that watch, and I don't want to portray anything that isn't super authentic. So I appreciate you guys for being patient. I am back, and I am being consistent, and I appreciate you guys who have been tuning in. I know it's gonna take a while for everybody to, you know, be back in the building, but I'm grateful for the ones that are. And if there's anything that y'all want to see, please let me know, because outside of natural hair, I know that y'all want to see natural hair content. That's what y'all subscribe for. I know that. But if there's anything else, anything that you feel like I could bring, please let me know, because I know what I feel like I can bring, but it's also helpful to see what other people see, what they see your talents as, what they see your strengths are. So please leave that in the comments. I'm about to finish up my makeup because I need to go try and take some photos before the sun goes down. So I'll be back with my final look. I look a little dry, but I'll be back. All right, y'all, so that is the end of this video. This was the end makeup result. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have anything that you want me to film, anything, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.